The government gangsters in Washington, D.C. have one main operational arm. That is a two-tier system of justice that they choose to weaponize and politicize because we care more about America than they do.
Imagine applying for a job by listing everything you hate about the company on your resume and getting hired anyway. That's Kash Patel for you. Trump didn't just nominate him to lead the FBI. He practically handed him a can of gasoline and said, "Sure, go ahead. Fix the fire department."
He's also been with me just about from the beginning. He's tough, he's smart, he loves our country, and he is a warrior. Kash Patel.
This appointment isn't just ironic. It's like rain on your wedding day, if your wedding was held inside a burning building. Quick pause before we dive into the chaos. 95% of you watch these videos without subscribing. Help us out. Hit that subscribe button and join our little comedy corner. All right, back to Kash Patel, the FBI's new fox in the henhouse. Who is Kash Patel? Let's start with the basics. Kash Patel isn't a household name, unless your household consists of conspiracy theorists and people who refuse to update their operating systems. He rose to fame as the brain behind the infamous Nunes memo, which accused the FBI of misconduct in its Russia investigation.
Let me tell you about the commander-in-chief I don't want ever in the White House. I don't want somebody who's busy sipping beers and pounding beers on late-night television.
Think of him as the guy at the party who loudly announces that the DJ sucks, except now he's applying to be the DJ. Before that, Patel was a federal prosecutor, a job where he likely learned the FBI's weak spots firsthand. Talk about insider knowledge. He knows the agency like a cat knows the weaknesses of its scratching post. And now he's poised to lead it. That's the kind of plot twist that would make a soap opera writer blush. Kash Patel has been more critical of the FBI than your grandma is of TikTok dances. He's called it corrupt, a threat to democracy, and my personal favorite, a government gangster.
Government gangsters. Kash Patel.
Now he's poised to be the head gangster in charge. It's like asking a kid who's been grounded for sneaking out to run the security system. His philosophy? Tear it down to build it up.
I am going to go on a government gangsters manhunt in Washington, D.C. for our great president. Who's coming with me?
Think of him as Chip Gaines from Fixer Upper, except instead of shiplap, he's demoing federal agencies. His idea of leadership seems to be less about protecting the Bureau and more about protecting the Bureau from itself. It's bold, sure, but so is running with scissors. The Senate confirmation circus. Here's where the real drama unfolds. The Senate hearings are shaping up to be juicier than a Thanksgiving turkey brined in political dysfunction. Democrats will call him unfit, Republicans will call him misunderstood, and somewhere in the middle, someone will start Googling how to impeach a nominee before they're confirmed. Imagine Patel sitting before the Senate Judiciary Committee defending his past tweets about cleaning house at the FBI. It's like interviewing for a lifeguard job while openly admitting you hate water. Will he charm his way through? Will he dodge the tough questions? Or will he straight up pull a Kanye and say, the FBI doesn't care about Americans? What Kash wants to do? Let's talk vision. Patel has big plans for the FBI, assuming those plans don't involve a shredder. His stated goals include reducing the Bureau's power and prosecuting agents he claims overstepped their authority. It's a bit like buying a Roomba and programming it to vacuum itself out of existence. Efficient? Maybe. Practical? Not so much. And then there's government gangsters, his book/manifesto. Think of it as the art of war for people who think the deep state is hiding in their garage.
They, the deep state, projected on us that we were the neocons, we were the conspiracy theorists because we dared to call them the deep state.
In it, he lays out his blueprint for turning the FBI into, well, it's not clear. But the words accountability and shake-up appear enough times to make even the most seasoned agents clutch their badges. Historical context: the FBI's past directors. Before we dive too deep into the Kash Patel experience, let's take a quick detour into the FBI's history. The agency has been shaped by some unforgettable directors, each leaving their mark, or in some cases, their mess. J. Edgar Hoover, 1924 to 1972, the FBI's first and longest-serving director. Hoover practically invented modern surveillance. And by modern, I mean snooping on everyone from Martin Luther King Jr. to Marilyn Monroe. If Patel sees himself as a reformer, Hoover was the guy who believed reform meant adding more filing cabinets for dirt. William Sessions, 1987 to 1993, a director known for his emphasis on ethics. Unfortunately, he was ousted over allegations of unethical behavior. The irony here? Sessions is probably watching this drama unfold thinking, hey, at least I didn't write a memo about it. Robert Mueller, 2001 and 2013, the face of post-9/11 counterterrorism efforts. Mueller turned the FBI into a modern counterintelligence powerhouse, which Patel seems intent on turning into something else entirely. Christopher Wray, 2017 present, the current director, who's faced criticism from both sides of the aisle. If Wray's tenure is like being in the eye of the storm, Patel's promises make it sound like he wants to be the storm itself. Trump and Kash Patel, a match made in Mar-a-Lago? So, how did Kash Patel rise from the ranks of federal prosecutor to Trump's go-to FBI fixer? Simple. Loyalty.
We have the benefit. We're blessed by God to have Donald Trump be our juggernaut of justice.
Patel is the kind of guy who knows which side his bread is buttered on, and he's not shy about spreading it thick. Their bond began during Patel's time working with Devin Nunes, Trump's top ally in Congress during the Russia investigation. Patel played a key role in drafting the Nunes memo, which accused the FBI of bias against Trump. If loyalty were a currency, Patel would have earned himself a gold-plated seat at the Mar-a-Lago dinner table that day. Now, critics are calling Trump's cabinet picks a capitalist crony gang, a collection of insiders chosen more for their allegiance to Trump than their qualifications. Patel's nomination to lead the FBI is Exhibit A. It's like picking your buddy from high school to run your tech startup because he once reset your router. Confidence is high, but experience is questionable. For Trump, loyalty trumps logic. And Patel, he's the poster child for hire the guy who will cover your tracks, not the one who will leave them. The delicious irony. Let's not ignore the poetic irony of all this. Patel overseeing the FBI is the bureaucratic equivalent of letting a pyromaniac babysit your fireworks. It's the perfect punchline to a joke nobody asked for, and yet, here we are. As Patel's confirmation looms, the real question isn't, will he change the FBI? But rather, will the FBI survive the change? One thing's certain, this won't be boring. So buckle up, folks, it's going to be a wild ride. And hey, if you hear the phrase Patel reform trending on Twitter, just know it's either the FBI's new motto or its obituary. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, irony isn't dead. It's just running the FBI. What do you think? Is Patel the hero we didn't ask for, or the plot twist we didn't need? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more satirical dives into political absurdity.